Hey guys, it's Sharon here, and welcome back to my channel after my being gone for, it seems like, ages and ages and ages, which I think in reality it has been ages, and I do apologize for that. But I wanted to come on here and give you guys a little bit of an update about what has been going on, which, let me tell you, it has been a lot. There's been a lot that's been keeping me busy and keeping me away from actually making videos. But I had a few messages here saying that, hey, where are you? We miss you, miss your videos and stuff. And so I wanted to address that and just kind of give you guys a little bit of a reason as to why I haven't been making videos in a while. And as I said, I do apologize for that, but hopefully this will kind of explain things a little bit. So first of all, there's been several reasons why I've been gone. First of all, as you guys know, not only do I make the Sims gameplay videos, but I also write Sim stories. I write SimLit. And SimLit basically is where you write a story and you take your Sims game and you illustrate your story with your Sims game, whether it's Sims 3 or Sims 4 or Sims 2 or whatever it is that you want to use. You write your story, you take your screenshots and you plug it into your story and you illustrate your story with your Sims. So ergo, it's called SimLit, okay? So as you guys know, I write a story called Forever in Time, and I've also got other stories going on too. So what I have been doing with that is, now the stories were actually hosted on Blogger. If you've gone into the description section of my videos, you will see that I have left links to the stories in there. However, as I said, they were hosted on Blogger, but I decided to move house. So I decided to move them over to WordPress because it gave a lot more options. The blogs, I think, look nicer than they do on Blogger, and a lot of the folks that write the Sims stories, they will use WordPress. So I decided to take the material from Blogger, and instead of just actually importing the whole thing over, I decided that because I was moving house, that I would take the story and actually rewrite parts that I wasn't happy with. I was happy with it at first, but you know, as time goes on, you realize it could have been better and so forth. So I decided to do a lot of revisions and a lot of reworking, a lot of revamping, and some of it I'm actually even rewriting the parts that I really don't like. So right now I'm in the middle of actually rewriting parts instead of, like, you know, just reworking it. There's a few things that I'm actually going to just totally redo and scrap, like what I had and so forth. So anyway, that's been keeping me busy because I've been moving house, and it just gave me that opportunity to do that. So I've been one by one just reworking the posts and actually rewriting the parts that I totally hated and trying to get that updated. And it is on WordPress. However, I decided to do what's called a self-hosted site because to me, you get even more options. You can customize to your heart's content, and you're not held down by the confines of WordPress.com, meaning that I don't have to display the banner ad that they have on the website and so forth. So how you do that, and I know I'm going into some technical specs here, which you may not want to hear, and so I'll try to make this as quick. I'll try to go over it as quickly as possible. But the reason I'm explaining it is because I just wanted to give you guys the actual scope of why, why I have been away from this. So basically, to do self-hosted, you're going to have to fork out a little bit of money because you have to actually buy a domain name, and then you have to find a place to actually host your content, like your pictures and stuff, because, or not host your pictures, but host your website, you know, so that you can get it up and going. So I did that. And then you actually have to, because you have to build the website from the ground up. Now, if you go with WordPress.com, they will host it for you. They have all the tools you need, blah, 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 blah. However, as I said, you are confined within the parameters of what they offer. Kind of the same thing for Blogger. However, WordPress does look a lot better. But if you do the self-hosted, yeah, you're going to spend a bit of money to do it, but it's well worth it because you can do pretty much anything you want to do with it. The thing that you have to keep in mind, though, is that you're hosting the website, like you're self-hosting it, meaning that if it goes down, you have to figure out what's going on with it. You have to troubleshoot your own problems and so forth. But if you get a good hosting company, they're pretty good at helping you out, because I've actually had to call my hosting company and, get some problems solved that I've had. But they were very good. They're very helpful and so forth. So anyway, Because I've had to build it from the ground up, that is very, very time consuming. You have to pretty much, like I said, you're pretty much going like bare bones with it. You have to add the features, meaning there's things called plugins, which you can add to the website. So there's different features and stuff that you can add. There's, just to make it your own. But it is very time consuming, and it's fun, but it can be frustrating because when you do certain things, you actually have to go into the thing and manually turn on some settings and stuff and turn off some things that you may not want. And, sometimes I've actually had to go in and figure out why for example, why my like button didn't work. Let's go onto this page here. So so when I set this up, I had to figure out why my like button wasn't working. And I couldn't figure that out for the longest time. Well, it was actually pretty simple once I figured it out. I just had to go into one of the settings and just turn it on and so forth. And there's actually 2 settings I had to do to turn that on. So if you're into the whole, how do I explain this? If you're looking for, how do I explain this? If you want to really accomplish something and feel like you're kind of rewarded for actually accomplishing this kind of thing, and if you're very, very tech savvy, this is a lot of fun to do, but it can be a little frustrating because sometimes you can run into these little glitches or issues and stuff that you have to figure out what's going on with. So that's been keeping me busy because building it from the ground up, like I said, and I've got 2 websites that I've done this with. So you're building it from the ground up, and then you're having to redo your material. So you can imagine how time consuming this is. It's really been keeping, when I've not been involved in my real life stuff going on, I've been working on this, and it's just been a constant thing. And I don't mind really though, because to me, it's going to be well worth it in the end. Once I get it all done, it's just, I can just sit back and just kind of go, it's done and it's there. And now I can just add whatever I want to it and so forth. So as I said, time consuming, very fun, but very frustrating at the same time in certain areas. But anyway, so let me just kind of show you what I have done here. Now, I'm still working on the layout of the layout of the sites are pretty good, but there's still some features that I want to add to my websites because there's just certain things that I want to see happen and that. So anyway, I have this over here. This one is called sweetnightngale.com, and this is where I'm hosting my story Forever in Time. And I'm also hosting, I also write short stories that I participate in the short story challenges on the Sims forum. So look at how cute that little doggy is right there. His name is Max. So, and then I just, this is my story Forever in Time. There's another short story that I've written for the short story challenge. So this is where I'm hosting Forever in Time. And as you can see, there's a navigation menu at the top. You can kind of go to the different things that I have here. And then over here in this tab, I have my SimLitLegacies.com blog. I will leave links to both websites in the description section so you can look at these, and I hope that you will come over and start following the blogs and reading the stories. I really do. That would be awesome. And then again, I have a navigational menu at the top here because I have my legacy stories here. For example, this over here is my story. This used to be called Another World, and this features Matilda's daughter. It is now called Heart Songs and Enchantments. And this story down here used to be called As Tears Go By. It is now called Serenade because it is a musical legacy. So this features my character Debbie Evans. And then I have other stuff going on here too. So I've got Ilea's Bachelorette Challenge going on, and I've got, just a lot of other stuff going on here. So this is where I host all of my legacy type stories. As I said, I will go ahead and leave links to the websites in the description section so you can check them out. And as I said, I hope you'll come over and follow the blogs and read my stories. I have a module down here where you can, I have a module down here where you can actually put in your email address and subscribe. And then you'll get email notifications on when new chapters and stuff come out. Same thing over here. You just You just have to scroll down to it and find it. But it's pretty easy to navigate and so forth. But like I said, I'm still in the middle of redoing the material to get everything caught up. So that's been taking up a lot of my time. So it's really been hard to actually jump into the game and make videos because of that. And also because of another reason, and which I'm about to explain why. So my Sims 3 game has been giving me so much trouble lately. Oh boy. It's been so frustrating. I kid you not, you guys. For some reason, my store content wasn't sticking. Like, some of it would, but like a lot of my clothes and my hairstyles and stuff wouldn't stick. And I would, like, no matter what save I jumped into, I'd get the dreaded missing objects warning, which was so frustrating. I hated it. And I just, no matter what I did, like, I'd try to install the stuff and it would show up as installed, but I'd go into the game and it wasn't there. I tried to redo it again. It just wasn't showing up. I don't know what was going on with it. So basically what I had to do with it was thank goodness I didn't have to reinstall the actual expansion packs or stuff packs or anything and redo that. But I did have to take out all of the extra content that I had. And so that entailed taking out my DC cache backup folder, or my DC cache folder and my DC backup folder. And which, in a sense, gets rid of all of your extra content, meaning your store content and your custom content that you install through Sims 3 packs. So I got rid of all that, and then I just had to redo all of the store content. Even the store worlds weren't installing correctly. So I had to find a workaround to get them to work and actually put them into another folder. That's another explanation that I'm not going to go into right now, but I had to find a workaround to do that because they weren't even installing into the installed worlds folder, which was very frustrating. So I had some saves that I couldn't even play for a while until I figured out how to do that workaround. So anyway, I had to totally redo my store content and my extra content. I think it's working now. I think I have everything installed and I think it's working now. I hope it's working now. So far I haven't really run into any issues with it, but I do have to go back in and I have a lot of like custom patterns and stuff that I've taken out that I have to redo, as well as like some custom hair colors and stuff, which I will do. And then I've got a few custom worlds that I've downloaded that I want to put in because I want to incorporate that in my gameplay as well as in my stories eventually, and a couple of different mods and stuff. And I found a mod. Let me just tell you what I found. I've actually found a mod where you can have a lot of extra recipes in the game. I mean, a lot. And I don't remember if I've shown that in the actual gameplay, but it was kind of a find that I found a few months ago, and I am loving it. Like, there's so many more desserts, there's just so many more options that they can do, and I'm loving it. But between trying to fix my game and trying to get my stories moved over, that's just been a constant time occupier, I guess. And not only that, but stuff happens in real life. We've had a death in the family. My grandmother died. My grandmother died earlier this month. And so that, left me just not wanting to do much of anything as far as like, Sims related and stuff goes. But, we're okay. We're hanging. But, she was the last grandparent I had. So, that was very, very sad. And I will miss her terribly. And it left me feeling just very nostalgic and so forth and sad. And, but anyway, time marches on, and you have to go on with things. But anyway, so like I said, between trying to fix the game and trying to move my stories and just stuff in real life has been keeping us busy too. We've been taking a lot of classes over at the Apple Store because there's a lot that we wanted to do there. Lions Club stuff has been keeping us busy because I'm actually going to be president of our local Lions Club coming up. So yeah, that has been keeping me very busy because I've had a lot of stuff to do, and I got these stupid pop-ups that want to come. My computer wants to do a virus scan, but I will do that later. And I did have a technical issue, like where I run Windows through Boot Camp on my Mac because the Sims really didn't want to work on the Mac, especially with the extra content that I had. And the stupid thing decided to update, but then I had a thing where my Sims 3 game didn't want to load. It would give me a something about a required security module could not activate or something. And so I ended up having to go through and disable all of my Microsoft services, and then it worked. So it's just been one thing after another. And I realize that I am totally all over the place with this, and I do apologize for that. But I guess I'm kind of doing this like stream of consciousness, because I try to say what comes to the mind, because if I don't say it when it comes to the mind, I will forget it. So anyway, yeah. But I did get that to work. I spent like half the day trying to figure that thing out. It was just so frustrating. Like, let me tell you, it was like, after that was all done, it was like Miller time, because I was just so frustrated and I was so pissed. It's like, ugh, because I really wanted to get into the game, and I wanted to get into the file with Robin and Alina. Let me show you this. I wanted to get into the file with Robin and Alina because I wanted to get them skilled up with some more things that they needed to do, and try to work on their lifetime wishes and stuff. So, I wasn't able to get in there that day to do it because I couldn't get the darn thing to work because of the update. But I got it to work finally, and I was actually able to do that last week. No, it was earlier this week. So I actually spent quite a lot of one day just skilling those two up and working on their careers and stuff. And so the game ran pretty well. I did have a few little glitches, but glitches in Sims 3 are kind of synonymous. But I was actually able to get accomplished a lot of what I wanted to get accomplished with that. So, but anyway, that's really what's been keeping me busy. As you guys know, I also like to color. I haven't even done that lately, which meant that I haven't even put a YouTube video up on my other channel. I haven't really written in my journal lately. I haven't colored, it's just been crazy. Like I said, I haven't even made a YouTube video for either channel in like ages and ages and ages. So I do apologize for that. It's been Did I say that it's been crazy? It has been crazy. So that is what's been keeping me busy. So I hope this kind of explains things. But I will be making some more videos because I've kind of had the itch to do that, to actually show you some current household videos. I've actually got a current household video that I recorded, I think, my gosh, I think back in March or April, which I will be editing and putting up. I had the footage saved onto my portable hard drive because it's a long video, and I just haven't really been in the mood to edit it and get it put up. But I will be doing that. Just know that it is an old kind of current household, but I do want to go ahead and show you guys that. It's kind of, I'm going to call it something like current household from the vault or something like that. But I will be putting that up, and then I'll show you just, some things that I've been playing in my game. So, be on the lookout for that. And also, I still do have that file where I started that Sims 3 Let's Play back in October with Brad and Emma. And I kind of quit doing that for a while because, the interest just didn't seem to be there. But if anybody wants me to continue with that, I will do that because, I've still got the file and I am willing to play them because they are different and interesting people, and they got the cute little beagle named Buddy. They do have the cute little beagle named Buddy. So let me know if you want to see any more of that. I will be doing some current households and just kind of going back into my old Let's Play families and showing you where they are now, that kind of thing. Plus I have a crap ton of houses in my bin, which I should do a real estate series or something. I actually did a home spotlight series at one time, and I haven't done one of those in a very long time, but I have a crap ton of houses in my bin that I have downloaded, so I will be showing them off. So be looking out for some different stuff coming up. And thank you to those of you who messaged me and told me that you missed the videos and you hope that I was okay. I am okay. It's just been one thing after another happening, and me trying to get my blogs up to snuff and trying to fix the game and so forth and that. But anyway, I hope this kind of gives you guys a little bit of an idea of what's been happening. But we are going to be back into the swing of things here. And yeah, so for those of you that play Sims 4, I know Island Living has just come out. Will you be playing that? Are you planning on getting that one? For those of you that do play Sims 4, let me know about that in the comments. And yeah, so you guys have a simtastic day, and we will see you in an actual gameplay video here coming up. Definitely check out the blogs that I have mentioned. I will put the links in the description section for that. And I'd really appreciate it if you come over to subscribe to those and tell me what you think of my stories. So, as I said, have a fantastic day, and we will talk to you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you've not done so already, and ring the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos are uploaded. Leave a comment and tell me what you think of this hectic craziness that's been going on. And we'll talk to you all later. All right. Bye, guys.